But now, let's quickly go get a sense of what is happening now with the issue of the All Progressives Congress. That particular group 3 of the Nigerian political parties merged and became the All Progressives Congress. And it's been a long haul. But in this particular situation, they boast of trying to root out the PDP, the ruling PDP, from prominence. That's what their aim is all about. Let's listen to this report, and afterwards we get a sense of what they're all out to do. All Progressives Congress, APC sails through, and finally a bit of respite for the umpire INEC. But it does appear that the die is cast as the political atmosphere looks like the beginning of a fresh battle. This time, the battle for supremacy between the ruling PDP and now the APC.
All the youths, male and female.
The APC is not hiding its primary objective of uprooting the PDP from the seat of power at the federal level. And with this endorsement from INEC, everything seems set.
Our primary objective is to offer Nigerians another alternative. See, 14 years of PDP has not helped Nigeria, to leapfrog into the League of Developed Nations. And we believe that 14 years or 16 years is enough.
But with the size of the PDP and its national might, and a party which prides itself as the largest in Africa, will the backing of the APC bring a roaring effect?
PDP is having a problem today that everybody knows. It's because it's big. PDP has been tried, and when they have problems, there is an internal mechanism of resolving this problem. So why should we panic? PDP is on top of the situation.
For other parties who are not involved in the merger have been busy too. They have been watching with keen interest their opinions you don't want to despise.
Really happy, overjoyed that APC is eventually registered. What I fear most is that the APC might lose the 2015 election. Why do I say that? The PDP already know how they move. They know every nook and corner and cranny of this country. They know where to push money and where not to push money. Now, APC coming in is going to be a formidable opposition.
For the electorates and the ordinary Nigerian, does the APC and the merger mean anything?
A very good development for Nigerian politics.
All the parties, they are the same thing. If they will make Nigeria better, so they should come in. You should try them as well.
For PDP, at least PDP, that no is okay, so they should live there.
All Progressives Congress long before. Well, that was it. Just on that particular day, we had that report on the situation of things. Let me allow Barrister Wahab to give us a sense of what is really happening. Are they really a threat to the PDP, considering the might of the PDP?
I think in answering that question, we must have we must have the background. Let's look at the background. Before now, since the advent of democracy in 1999, it is obvious that PDP has been dominating the political space. You don't have what we call credible, opposition to challenge, the dominance of PDP. Likely because most of the opposition political parties appear very weak, and they have largely a very weak presence at the federal level. All of these now will now change with the registration of APC. Believing that APC will give, because one of the fundamental, characteristics of liberal democracy is the element of choice. Now Nigerians now have opportunity of, assessing the two political parties. Because right now we are moving in the direction of two-party system. You understand what I'm saying? So Nigerians now have a choice to determine. Now, but what will depend? My worry is APC coming on board mainly because they want to wrestle political power from PDP, or because they want to provide an alternative or credible political platform that will guarantee quality service quality service delivery quality.
Do you think they have that that personality?
Whether remains to be seen, because all of the political parties, the PDP and the coalition that is now forming the APC, all of them have serious bodies bordering on serious problem bordering on internal democracy, problem of ensuring that of ideological clarity, and the problem of governance. All of these issues are there, and now that APC is coming on board, it has additional burden of satisfying Nigerians that it is going to provide a credible alternative platform. So I think what the question we should ask is that what is APC bringing to the table that will change the equation? I will not, for instance, be impressed if the quest is just to wrestle political power.
And afterwards?
Afterwards, business as usual. But I want to believe that I want to see more of robust discussions in terms of political manifestos. I want to see what APC has to offer in terms of basic economic issues, basic issues of governance. How does APC intend to improve the lives of the average Nigerian? Because what matters is not just any kind of opposition, but opposition that will translate into meaningful economic development.
So that will move quickly.
Yes.
A lot of people have said, look, that with all of this situation, one major problem that the APC may be having is that there's a lot of children coming into one house. Now they have different orientation. There may be some commotion in the house and eventually leading to the APC house of commotion. Do you think that there could be any kind of implosion within the party as soon as, because the jostling for position and roles,
Well, much will depend on the atmosphere.
For 2015 election and even party executives roles, don't you think there's going to be a problem there?
Yes, much will depend on the atmosphere, the standards, and the principles that will exist in APC to check all kinds of corruption and impunity. You understand what I'm saying? These intrigues that you have mentioned, the class of ambition, interest, is a feature of all political parties. Definitely APC has to contend with that. Because the emerging political parties, all of them have different, tendencies. They have different personalities with different idiosyncrasies. So what matters in the final analysis will be how APC is able to manage all these interests.
Okay.
Within the time frame, and then be able to deliver on his mandate.
Quickly, let's move. I just want to pick your on this issue. We'll find some PDP governors making friends, going out with some of the APC governors or allies and all of that. They've been meeting here and there with some of the crises we've seen in the PDP. Do you think this could be a signal that APC could really have some of a stronghold in the 2015 general elections?
Of course, there will be. These are realignment of interest. Politics is about realignment of interest. What you see going out is an attempt by the combatants involved in the process to strategize and re-strategize in order to attain some degree of relevance. And much will depend on how PDP is able to put its house in order to, to address some of the present challenges it is facing. There's no doubt that all the political parties are facing one form of challenge.
They are known to be able to handle their situation. Though they are big, they have crises, but they've always boasted of, we will always settle our issues.
Yes. You know what is playing out is a clash of ambitions. If my ambition cannot be satisfied within your own territory, I go elsewhere. So if he wants me, then you negotiate with me. Because politics is a game of number.
Yes,
so I particularly enjoy what is going on. But in the final analysis, I'll be much more interested in fundamental issues of governance. Nigerians are not,
which is lacking.
Nigerians are not interested in statistics. Nigerians are not interested in drama. What we want is good governance. We want all actors to be guided by the fundamental, indices of the democratic governance. And what are we want somebody who's the party that's going to enhance the quality of constitutionalism, guarantee respect for fundamental rights, guarantee respect for, rule of law. We want zero tolerance for corruption. Nigerians want food on their table, shelter on their heads. Nigerians are tired of, empty promises. What we want is a political party that will meet the yearnings and aspirations of the Nigerian people. So what I want to see emerge with the advent of APC is a robust atmosphere for discussion. Politics of ideas, not politics that is tailored, that is anchored on primordial, sentiments. Nigerians don't want sentiments. They want food on their table, employment opportunities. They want politics that will strengthen the economy. They want a leadership that is result-driven. You understand me? So I think all the political parties involved must have this in mind.
At the back of their minds. Okay, all right. Well, let's move away from the APC. Now, the governorship election in Anambra State has been slated for the 17th of November.